2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Now this week, Henny, he's intending to beat Brooke Henderson, one of Canada's finest golfing exports.
Oh, I mean, she has the whole of Canada rooting for her, so you're not just playing against Brooke, you're playing against Brooke and Canada. I wouldn't want to do that if it was me. Brooke has a fantastic game to go along with her wonderful personality. Don't get caught up in the talk. She will have some lovely conversations going around while she beats you on the side.
Yeah, she's going to try and kill you with kindness, Henny. I see where you're going there. Good luck in this rivalry. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny. Lovely effort, that. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And this putt coming up for his par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
He finds himself in a share of fourth. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Setting up here with a very long putt. That's disappointing. Putting for a par now. Oh, just missed. And this one will be for bogey. sitting at 1 over for the event. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Not a bad play, that one. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Okay, time to return to the action. Henny's down there. You got to read.
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read. Right over the spot they were looking at.
And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. That was wonderfully done. And here we are with the third shot. 2 strokes off the lead. Ooh, that almost went down. And this putt is to move into the top 5. Well holed. Let's move on. To the top 5 he goes. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
That makes its way to the first cut. He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll. And that will take him to 1 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. This would be a great up and down. Wow. Oh, that almost went in. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And after that hole, leading Patrick Cantlay by a stroke. Let's have a look at the 7th hole of par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance. Just 3 feet to the cup. He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead. And that will take him to 2 under. Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Going with the 8 iron here. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Get excited. This could go in. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Looks to be going with the 5 iron.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
5 feet coming up to the cup. Nice stroke. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Rich, how are we looking after 9?
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, stop it. What a shot. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And this putt will take them to 5 under par. And down it goes. And that will take him to 5 under. He sits in first position. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, that's a handy shot. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Go on, get in the hole. Just missing the birdie there. And tapping it in for par. Now 5 shots up after that hole. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
From the sand, are they able to get up and down? Oh, my. This one's for birdie. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that will move him to 6 under par. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Wonderfully played. 7 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
On a nice line.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Chance to move to 8 under here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
It's got a chance. It was on a good line. A par putt awaits. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's a good-looking shot there. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
It's tracking. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And this one is for her par. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Now, 8 shots in front. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hills Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. Sitting at 10 under par for the day. Well, our leader has already bolted, currently way out in front of the pack. Opting for the 5-wood. Playing within their comfort zone there. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, get in. That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? He's currently sitting in first place. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
He's got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
4 feet to the cup. And that signs off on today's round. And Rich, as this round comes to an end, this player is absolutely dominating the field.
And it's their tournament to lose tomorrow, Luke. All eyes will be focused solely on that player.